Good morning. So, I woke up right on time today. Just before 6. I woke up just before the alarm. Kind of just laid in bed for a little bit. Got Layla taken care of, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go take a nice, long, hot shower. And that shower felt fan-frickin-tastic. Why can't I get this one in? So, we're going to have a good day. If we don't take a trade, we don't take a trade. If we don't see the right setup, our goal is to have 5 green days or gray. Gray or black. We don't want any red days this week, period. I want to go 1 week without that. So, today's game plan is to stay green. I mean, awfully simple sounding. Not a very complicated plan. But we the last several weeks we've been kind of doing the same thing. It's been working out for the most part, but then I screw up towards the middle of the day. And then sometimes I can recover at the end of the day. So, yesterday's whole thing was we didn't do that. We didn't keep messing around. Now, after the stream, I did end up taking a little bit of a later play on Tesla. I went on a positive side of it. So I went long on it. Think it was right around in yeah, it was right around in here. I did it. I captured a little bit more of that profit, but I wasn't gonna try to keep chasing it. So I walked away. I made a little bit more. Um, it actually had a lot more room. It had a lot of room actually yesterday. So I got now. So I shorted it like right here. So no, I did not go long. I took a short. Took a short like right in here, covered it right down here, and right after that, it shot up. So I could have gone long, and long wise, it actually had some pretty good, room here. But after this right here happened, I walked away from it. I guess I probably could have gone long, over here. But I mean, you'd be kind of doing like a poke and a pray. And I didn't want to keep doing that. Not this week. So, was there more money to be made on the table? Yeah, there was. Am I going to try to, go into this chop? No. Anyway. So, Let's get this kind of situated over here. So I'm just like bopping around on my screens here. So I'm looking at the one that you guys can't see. ExxonMobil looks like it's going to be doing pretty good. It had a good day yesterday. So we might take a look at that. This one, I don't think I like it. So we're just going to go ahead and take it off. And probably the same with that one. RTX, I'm not worried about it. My Silicon family is AMD's down comparative to where it's been. So as you can see, AMD's having a little bit of trouble. So we could be starting to look for a short possibility here. That short would be a longer term short. So not too wanting to jump into that right this second. Nvidia, well, no, we'll look at Nvidia later. Apple, I'm not sure what Apple's going to be doing. Apple's been like cycling a little bit. I would want to see it break out of this norm here before I kind of think to do anything with it. My automotive industry, I want Ford to come down. I want to try to get back into it, but I don't want to pay more than where I sold. So that's going to be $12.29. I might go 10 cents higher, so say $12.30, $12.40. But I think will come back down and will touch it right in that range that I would be able to kind of grab it and then ride it back up. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. GM is kind of, I haven't really ever traded GM, but I kind of use GM to kind of compare, what these other guys may or may not do. It's not a good trading pair, so to speak, but it is in the automotive industry. So if I see all three of these starting to tank, then, it kind of lets me know that I might have a good short position opening up with Tesla. I don't like shorting Ford or GM as much. Actually, GM might not be a bad company to short, but Ford stocks don't seem to be a very good stock to short. My opinion. Maybe an option would be better, but my Microsoft and Amazon, so this is yeah, whatever. Spy Queen. Ooh. Are down compared to where they closed yesterday. They did pop up, but they did get a little weak. So we're going to be watching to see if they don't get too far below yesterday's lows. So we're going to go ahead and just do one quick zoom in like that. That would be perfect. And then we're done with that screen. So now we'll pop over to this one. This I don't even care about that one.
TSS.
Oh, that's too loud. I don't care about this one. This one is just kind of here. I guess you can say as a placeholder. This one I'm not going to be interested in. Sorry, buddy. That was a car stock, but I don't like that. I don't like it. This stock here, we'll take a look at on the big screen, but this one was ugly. Not interested. I got Ford right here. I'm not going to be interested in Neo. AMD, we'll leave it there. So these are repeats right here, but I do got Intel sitting right below it. But I've been kind of like day trading these, so I kind of just have them over here for you guys / for me, because this is the side that I look at the most during the day. So, and I check that one periodically. But over here, I got Intel. I don't know who this is, but I don't think I'm interested in it. I got RTX, Oracle. Oracle could probably be over here with these guys, but I'm not gonna move it. Probably could, should. Me copy and put this over on my main screen. Yeah, that was ugly. So over here, this was a stock. I was thinking about taking a trade on this one kind of earlier on in the day. And I knew that it would shoot up. Well, I was pretty sure it would go up still. But I was actually talking to somebody because they were thinking about buying it. And they were thinking about buying it up here. I was like, look, if I could short this stock, I 100% would. It comes back, and of course, it comes all the way back down to here. And once this kind of happened, the chances for it to get back up here are pretty much, it's never going to happen. It would be so rare that this stock would get back up over here. That's the thing with these small caps. They get this like this blip, and then they die. Very rarely do they come back. They come down and then they shoot back up. So yeah, I was like, I would short the frick out of this. Throughout the day, it did pop back up a little bit. Kind of got close to here, but post market is the other area where it could find a lot of strength and then shoot up. But in this case, it shot down. But going into today, it absolutely got murdered. And I would have put the failure rate of this stock here. I probably would have easily said 70 to 80%. If you shorted up here, 70 to 80% of the time, you would have made money. But it's an NTB. Yeah, I can't short it. But sure enough, it goes from, a massive win for some people to an absolute massive loss. Massive. And that kind of goes into a conversation I was having with somebody yesterday in the real world. I do talk to people in the real world. So there's somebody who lives in my neighborhood, and we were talking back and forth because they found out that I do stock trading. I don't know if they're actually they know my YouTube channel. I don't know if they actually watch it though. But they were asking me, about trying to get into stocks to kind of trade stocks kind of like this here, and I was telling them, they had less than 25,000, so they could only do 3 trips a week, and the risk factors on these is just so massively high. It's not even funny. So yeah, huge risk factor on this one. But I mean, you could get lucky, and some people have, and they make $1 million. It's just the likelihood of making $1 million on stocks like this here, very, very unlikely. But unfortunately, that's where a lot of new money goes. They see the stock, hitting, on different sites, it's up 100%, 200%, 300%. They think it's going to keep going up and up and up. They finally jump on it, and they get on it at the very top, or they bought in down low, but then they held through, and then they lose it. I was getting my brush to brush my hair a little bit more. We're going to move off of this. I wanted to kind of get my camera back over on this screen, so I had to kind of do it like that. We're going to take a look at today's map, see what big winners, losers, or whatever we got kind of going on. I knew it was going to be kind of red because Spy and Queen are down, but we got JD JD.com is down 2.7. I will say 2.8. I got another really big red right down here. Down 6%. Wow. EC. It's some petrol company. That's down a lot. Like, take a look. It's easy to borrow. Um, it's gonna open up like right around here. EC probably EC 100% did just get on my list. Um, this, I mean, look, it has had absolute, it has gapped down massively, and then absolutely ran all the way down. This one can be a really, really good one, and we can really kind of leverage up here. $9.25 whale alert, but that was for yesterday, and this drop happened today. Anyway, so I don't know if we're going to be really aggressive on EC, but we're going to definitely keep an eye on that. Wow, wow, wow. That can actually be a really, really beautiful deal for us today. Um, that could be an excellent mover. All right, let's go back. So yeah, EC, itty bitty little window over here. Um, that one, ARGX. ARGX. That one is going to be one that we can't short. So we're just going to go right on by. Um, I think it's very clear to see what way that today's going to go, though. It's looking pretty ugly out there. I'm pulling up that stock there, IMVT. So this one maybe would be worth looking at. So we'll put that up here. It has decent pre-market volume too. All right. That's gonna be it for that list. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put EC right there. Take this out. I'm going to go ahead and move AMD down. Here, let me bring you guys over here. I'm doing some house cleaning, so Novita, we'll go ahead and take that out. Novita has been excuse me. So the spreads on Novita have been really, really high, and it jumps a lot. it makes investing in it a little difficult. So we took that out. Intel, I'm gonna still kind of keep an eye on. This one can go. We talked about it, which is pretty much what I wanted to do. That one will stay there. Okay, cool. So now we'll come back over here. Let's take a look at some of the stuff here. Yeah, nope. Um, no. Sorry, I was looking at something. Um, we're gonna go ahead and throw this one on there. I don't think I'm gonna trade it. Can I short it? No, I can't. But maybe 100 shares. It's a therapeutic. I don't therapeutics. I want to be careful with. I don't know why that went up like it did. Like there it's making no sense for that. Um, yeah, I did look at that one. This one doesn't make any sense. Like, why would this one go up like that? I understand stock's going up, but like that? No. It's going up by like dollars. So it looks like it has spreads kind of like Navita. So spreads like that can really be gross. Good morning, Jeff. You're just now coming in, so you were a little late for the pre-morning, a little bit of the pre-morning. One of the stocks that I've added to my watch is EC right here. So that's going to be Echo Charlie for today. Echo Charlie is shortable on our platform TOS. Is it? Yeah, yeah. I was fairly sure I was right. So this is shortable. It had a pretty good drop. It's going to be opening quite low. And as we can see right here, this looks a little extended. It's having a major drop. I think a huge drop could continue on through today. So, With that being said, I just want to watch this when the market opens. If I'm going to trade it or not is a different story. But definitely could be worth watching to see if it's going to gain a lot of volatility. It seems like it's been gaining some volatility over, the last several days. I mean, a lot of volume and some price volatility. So we're gonna see what this does. The other one is gonna be INVT. This one, probably just gonna watch it. To be 100% honest, I don't think I'm gonna trade this one because it went from 20 to 33. It went up by like 33, 34, some odd percent, something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, um, probably just gonna watch this one. I don't think I'm gonna actually trade it. But maybe going into tomorrow, if it continues this progression, then tomorrow this one could be very interesting. Potentially. Other than that, it's going to be a lot of the same. A lot of the same stuff that I've already been kind of watching. The same kind of plan that I was talking about yesterday. I want, continue the having green days every day this week. Oh, when the stream ended, I did take another short on Tesla a little bit later on in the day. As you saw in the chat room, made a little bit of money on that. It was like $130 or so. So yeah, yesterday ended 114 from yesterday's high. So I got back the 14 or 15 that I was down, got back to my HOD. Then I made a new HOD of another 114. So yeah, like $130 or so. Not bad. Not bad. And we're just gonna go ahead and continue this. Um, okay, I'm still surprised over this one. And we can't short it. Because I think there's a very good likelihood that this can actually sink down heavily. I mean, I would want to watch and make sure that there's good confirmation of the sink. But I mean, even if you jumped in, but like down here and you covered right here, I mean, that's a good profit. Definitely a little bit more. Wow. That just, I was about to say it definitely had some good resistance levels there, but it just all freaking disappeared. Like right when I was saying that, and it's like there's some resistance gone. I'm just kind of sitting back right now. There's not a whole lot for me to do. Right now, this is my slow period. I don't want to put my hair up in a ponytail, but it's just kind of annoying me today. So, Jeff, let me ask you a question. Do you do anything particular in the morning to get ready for trading? I don't want to say like a ritual or anything like that, but is there anything specifically that you do to kind of get you into the mindset to be ready to trade for that day? I'm going to have a little bit of music going for a little bit. I think it's kind of interesting to hear what other people are doing to be ready for the trade day. Oh shoot, I forgot to pay something here. All right. Each day I come into the office, I have a quick prep talk to remind me of the things I want to work on or correct from the previous days. Okay. Yeah, I did the exact same thing. So, uh, you know, over the weekends, I generally will sit down, look over, all my spreadsheets. That's actually the days that I do it. Update them, make sure, all the data is entered in, and then reset it for the next week. And during that weekend, it takes me like 20 minutes to do it. Sometimes I've actually done it on stream without you guys knowing it, just kind of working on a screen you guys can't see. Because it doesn't really take me all that long to do it. But on the weekend, it gives me time to really kind of sit there and review, and then contemplate what I did or didn't do. And sometimes doing that is really really useful. And then that kind of goes into the next day, where kind of like what you said, you know, you just take that few minutes to kind of like talk to yourself. Now, do you have a home office like I do, or do you actually drive to an office? Have you thought about renting an office space for trading? So I've thought about having a external office, because sometimes when I work from home, I've noticed that sometimes it can be hard for me to get into the right mindset. And there's been a few times where I thought about going over to Starbucks or something, but and trying to trade there, but it'd be, I don't know, not quite, or I don't think conducive enough. But if I had like a flexible space office that I can just kind of go in, and I think that could be a interesting idea. The I don't know. I do want to make my home office better though. So my home office right now is dual purpose. I use my home office for one thing and another thing. I do want to change that and make the home office purely only for work. But can do that right now. Hopefully soon. Yeah, a lot. That happens a lot. But here's the other thing. I don't have this problem too often because I am live, and that helps me stay, really concentrated on what I'm doing. But when I'm not live and trading, I could find myself watching, YouTube, or walk away or whatever. I don't want to say ADHD, but I guess you could say, ADHD. Now I'll sit here for, so long and nothing's happening, and then I'll start doing something else because I'm at the house, and it's easy enough for me to do that. And I think I know I don't think I know I've missed out on trades because of that. And I think having a little bit of a bigger space where you could spread out a little bit, I think that would be kind of nice for a trading thing. But I also have, fiber here at the house, so I know I got really, really fast and stable internet connection. So, that's the other thing. If I go to Starbucks, how stable or how fast is that internet really going to be? Now, I've used Starbucks internet, and it's pretty good. But would I be nervous spending $100,000 in a second on a Starbucks Wi-Fi and then it bugs out for some reason? Yeah, I'd be a little nervous about that. Actually, very nervous about that. But nice. I started talking about Starbucks. That sounds really freaking good. And I would not have enough time to drive there, get my drink and a snack, and get back. And that's what I did yesterday. I actually went to Starbucks. Really. So first, I actually went over to McDonald's, got me a breakfast sandwich early in the morning because yesterday I woke up at 3 a.m. So I just, chilled in the bed for a while. Then I went over to McDonald's, got me a bacon, egg, cheese McGriddle. Those are pretty darn good. I like them. And then from there, um, I went and got a coffee at Starbucks. Came back here, um, sat down at my computer, did my normal thing before I go live, and then went live with you guys. Yesterday was a very nice, very, very long day, but a very nice long morning. I thought about waking up earlier than I do. My alarm's set for 6 a.m. I thought about changing it to um, like 5. So I will have a little bit longer of a morning. I don't know if I want to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, especially through winter when it's going to be dark. I might switch it over the summer or something during spring. Switch it to 5 and see how I like it. You know, have a little bit more of a morning to myself. I like that song, but I can't listen to it. Your daughter goes to school. Oh yeah, work in school. Okay. Your wife must be a little jelly that she gets work from the house. What time do you get up? Like Earlier than 6 or later than 6? Well, I know you don't get up later than 6 because school. So yeah, no, you probably get up at 5. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say with school and all that, uh, especially having a daughter, not a son. A son, boys get dressed a whole lot quicker than girls do. So she probably takes every bit 30 minutes or so to get ready. Now, it can take 30 minutes to get a teenage boy out of bed though. A girl might get out of bed quicker, but it could take a whole 30, 40 minutes to get a teenage boy out of bed. I mean, I guess that's not always true. So, some are morning people, but on average, I would say most teens don't jump out of bed early in the morning. So you had a couple kids, man. I I'm 33 years old. Yeah, I'm 33 years old. I actually had to stop and think for a second. Or 34. I am somewhere in my mid 30s or early 30s. I'm somewhere in my early 30s. 33, 34, somewhere in there. Um, I don't have any kids. Wish I did, but uh, it just never really happened. Uh, but I could just imagine the headache it can be at times to raise them, the good, the bad, when they move out. Yeah. I'm sitting here watching this stock like I'm gonna trade it, and I'm really not going to. Good morning, jokes. I don't think I've seen you in here before, so welcome to the live stream. Um, there's really no ground rules here. Just be friendly. Your name is. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. How would I pronounce your name, sir? Um, so now knowing for sure this is your first time, I'm going to give you the quick tour of what's kind of going on here. So you see my color right here. It right now is gray. It means I've not taken any trades today. If it's black, it means I took a trade, but I'm plus or minus $50. So if I make less than 50 or I lose less than 50, I consider that black. It's a wash. If I'm green, this goes green. And if this goes red, well, we don't want it to go red. We want it to stay green. So this way, you know, depending on what time you come in, you can see what color, what kind of day I'm having from the very beginning. I trade on the New York Stock Exchange, but I also have the ability to trade stocks all around the world. Um, so I've used TOS, which is called Thinkorswim. It's on TD Ameritrade, and I have the ability to trade a huge variety. I think I could even trade Bitcoin on here. Or used to be able to. Maybe not anymore. Um, Sri Lanka. Okay, that's pretty cool. Uh, I actually thought about going to that part of Africa before. I think that is Africa, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's from that's I just want to make sure. Yeah. That's all the way down there on the island thing. Yeah. So, I've seen some pictures there and it just seems really off. Not it's Asia. India. Okay. I am so bad. What's it? Oh, I was thinking Madagascar. I'd like to go to Madagascar too. Uh, so you're just south of like India. I love India food. Uh, Going to Thailand would also be pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, I've also looked at Sri Lanka. I would love to travel around the world. Um, but anyway, so that's the color. Then I got this screen right here. This one you guys can't see unless I drag it over. This is my long-term watch sheets. Okay. And you'll see there's a lot of stocks here that are going to repeat on another sheet here in a minute. So I have SPY and Queen up over here so I can take a quick look at them throughout the day and kind of see what they're doing relative to everything else that's kind of going on. But this is my long term. This one doesn't change all that often. Very, very rarely does this change. Then I got this screen. Uh, no. So this window, these windows here, I actually designed. Or not designed, but I put them together. I'm a day trader, so everything you see that I do is for day trading. This is my daily sheet. So this is the one that I'm working on daily. This one can change multiple times during a day. So I might add something here during the day. Uh, Generally up here are small caps. Down here is generally large caps. But I ran out of large cap space. So there's these three are large caps. This is a small cap stock. Um, and we're just going to see what this does. Then this is my FinViz, option calculator, and trading view. So I pop through these periodically to kind of see what's going on across the whole map or around the whole world because like I said before, I do trade stocks all around the world. And so this allows me to kind of quickly, check and see, hey, how's Germany doing? Netherlands, Switzerland, France, or India, Taiwan, Japan, China, um, Colombia, Argentina. Yeah. Anyway, so I have the ability to really like look around the entire world and see what's going on. And then I got a full map deal that really kind of allows me to see what's kind of going on. But generally, I leave it on the SP 500 unless I know that there's something that's going on in a one particular country, either it be a good thing, bad thing, or anything in between. This allows me to kind of see that, um, and then make any adjustments to my trading as I see fit. I need to change some. I want to turn the air up in my house just a tab. So that's what this screen is here. Then these I kind of keep an eye on. These are different scanners that I use. I switch in between these, make modifications to them periodically. And it just helps me find what's going on. So let me come back over here. So I'm a day trader, but there's many different types of day trading. So I would say I'm a volatility momentum day trader. So I'm looking for, confirmations, continuations, things like that. and then I make my. I really don't generally draw trend lines, but what I will do is I will say, hey, over here, or say under here, or whatever. I will make different thought processes. So you see these crosshairs on here. I use those, and I'll be like, blah blah blah, raising or lowering, yada yada yada. But do I actually use the drawing tool? Uh, Very rarely, because generally I'm moving. I don't want to say quicker, but I just generally don't. I just don't generally mess around with these too much. I kind of do it in my head. Although I probably should draw some of them out sometimes for you guys. I'm actually thinking about shorting Tesla again this morning. Um, Now early in the mornings, um, I'm very easy to kind of talk to, but right when the market opens, I might be not might be. I am always a lot slower to reply. I was actually looking at Apple earlier. So Apple is trading in this range right here. I either want to see the break going above the 177, or I want to see a push going down below the 174. So it's trading in a channel, and I'm waiting for that channel to change. Um, so I think that's going to be very mainly dependent on what's going on with the iPhone 15 on what Apple will do. I think actually, I don't think the 15 is going to be doing as good as Apple thinks it will. I think the iPhone 15 um, had a little bit of a mediocre release. There's a lot of people that were kind of talking about saying it was very similar to the previous iPhone. The titanium, I mean, is a cool bit and all, but some people are just not really feeling it as much. The spread here is kind of opening up a little bit. This is kind of jumpy here. So we could see an extreme volatility play over here on Tesla this morning. I'm not a big fan of the Google Pixel and the Google price stocks. Uh, the Alphabet stocks are a little bit higher priced than where I would want to be, because I am using leverage. And so, I try to balance, my leverage to, share sizing for my quick in and out. Sometimes I don't want to be in stocks for all that long. Sometimes I'm in them for a couple minutes. Sometimes it can vary. But we are now coming down to the 1 minute before the bell. We're going to start getting ready. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good short right out of the gate here. I am going to wait for confirmation on that, because we have seen some quick reversals right out of the gate. But I'm thinking this is going to be a good, strong push down. Uh, well, I appreciate that there. But doing this kind of work here, man, I'm telling you, it can be this this can let you down harder than anyone else can. I've had some really, really dark days trading. I've had some days where I lost a lot. And then I have had days where I've made an absolute killing. Uh, it can be very disheartening sometimes. But I was just about to put that into. Oh, shoot. See, that's a bad day. I was waiting for the push back down because I was very certain it was going to happen. And there it freaking goes. I can't. Right when I thought it wasn't going to work in my favor, I fucking sold and then it shot. Okay. I need to relax here. All the money I made yesterday, I just gave it back. That's fan freaking tastic. Good morning, Odison. Having a little bit of a rough day here. That was the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah, I grabbed a short early on. I thought I was going to kind of continue, but then it absolutely broke. Because I was, once it dropped below here, I thought I was going to keep going. And it destroyed me. Shot all the way up here. And then, of course, it makes a new low. I'm thinking it might start to go down here. Because I think ultimately Tesla's going to have a weak day. And it shoots up. It keeps just shooting up. Alright, guys, I'm out. I'm done. Well, today was a short day. I don't know if I would do any trades later. There's always a possibility of that. But today's definitely not my day.